This video will teach you how to retrofit a Gen 1 green machine with a new R2 pump. Note, there are Gen 1 green machines with one canister, and there are others with two canisters. This procedure works for both versions. The GM088 is a replacement kit for a Gen 1 green machine if it uses a Condi pump. The Condi pump is gray and the part number is GM042. The VSTR2 pump is black and the part number is GM078. GM088 contains GM078, R2 vac pump, and GM082 kit. Turn off power to the VST control panel at the power switch located on the front of the VST control panel. Use lockout-tagout procedures prior to starting work. Unlock and close the three isolation valves between the green machine and the vent risers. Unlock the hasps and remove the cover from the green machine. Remove tubes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 from the green machine. Caution: the tube ends are a Parker 45 degrees flare. Use caution not to damage the flared ends on the tubing or the threads on the nuts after removal. If there is a separator, then the separator and the two tubes connected to the separator may be discarded. Remove the fan guards. Remove the four mounting bolts from the vacuum pump base and keep for reuse. Remove the vacuum pump. Replace the rubber flange sleeve between the vacuum pump and the motor. Install the new rubber flange sleeve into the pump flange coupling so that when the pump is installed, the rubber flange sleeve mates with the motor flange coupling. It may be required to loosen one or two of the couplings to install the rubber flange sleeve. Place the new vacuum pump on the base and align the mounting holes. Reinstall and tighten the four vacuum pump mounting bolts so the pump shaft aligns with the motor shaft. Slide the drive coupling flange over the rubber flange sleeve so both halves of the coupling are snug against the rubber flange sleeve and tighten the set screws. Double check to make sure all coupling set screws are tight. Reinstall only the center fan guard and discard the end fan guard. On the manifold, remove the solenoids A, B, C, and D from the four control valves located on the manifold. Do not remove solenoid E. Remove the red cap from the solenoid base and the nameplate and keep for reuse. Slide the solenoid off the solenoid base. Do not remove the flexible conduit from the solenoid. Remove the spring washer from the solenoid base and keep for reuse. Use a 1-inch wrench to remove the solenoid base from the valve body. Keep the solenoid base, the core assembly, and body gasket for reuse. Place the empty solenoid base inside the solenoid, then attach the red cap. Do this for all four solenoids. Warning: the solenoid base must be installed inside the solenoid so the magnetic field around the solenoid will not break down when power is applied to the solenoid. Move the four solenoids out of the way of the manifold. Install the provided blowout tube with the clear plastic tubing attached to the discharge side of the vacuum pump. Tighten the 45 degrees nut on the fitting hand tight. Caution: do not use any thread sealing compound when assembling the 45 degrees flare nuts on the tubes. At the VST control panel, remove the lockout-tagout lock. Turn on power to the VST control panel at the power switch. At the main screen, push the maintenance screen button to access the password screen. Then enter the password to access the maintenance screen. Password is 878 or 123 for older models. At the maintenance screen, push the gray manual on so the vacuum pump will operate. This will allow the vacuum pump to blow outside air through the plastic tube. Warning: safety glasses must be used when blowing out the tubes and manifold. Using the plastic tube, blow air through the 6 removed copper tubes to remove any potential debris. Using the plastic tube, blow out each of the openings in the manifold starting at the right side and progress to the other end. Then blow out each of the manifold openings again, starting at the left side, and progress to the other end. At the VST control panel maintenance screen, push the manual off button to turn off the vacuum pump. Turn off the power of the VST control panel and tag out the panel. At the green machine, remove the blowout fitting from the vacuum pump. Install the body gasket, core assembly, and solenoid base in the valve body. Caution: the body gaskets must be clean and apply fresh petroleum jelly lubricant. Install the solenoids onto the solenoid bases, then install the nameplate and red caps. Reinstall the tubes. There will be 2 new tubes for the VST pump design. Tubes 3 and 4 will not be used in the new layout. Caution: when tightening the 45 degrees flare nuts, clamp the tube flare between nut and nose body of the tube by screwing the nut on finger tight. Tighten with a wrench an additional quarter turn for a metal-to-metal seal. Conduct a functionality test once the green machine is fully assembled. In run mode, the vapor inlet should be sucking air while the air outlet blows air. In purge mode, the vapor outlet should be blowing air. If the functionality test doesn't pass, refer to the green machine manual. Once the functionality test passes, lock open the 3-ball valves between the green machine and the vent risers and replace the caps on the 3 T's. Put the cover on the green machine and lock the hasps. Remove the lockout tagout. Turn on power to the VST control panel. Make sure the main screen is showing on the PLC. Make sure the maintenance switch on the VST control panel is turned on. The green machine is now operational.